Hello, Angie Gerber here, and welcome to my podcast, Awareness. Once you know, you can't unknow. A place you can come to start thinking and shifting your thoughts to finally create the results you truly, truly desire. It'll shift your mindset and give you strategies to get out there and get it done. Let's get started. Hello, and on today's episode, I wanted to talk about a personal experience, something that happened to me. I actually just kind of was in a funk, kind of a low energy where I was like, I don't really feel, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all in any which way. Maybe I should just not record my podcast for the week or, one of those days. I'm like, no. That's the perfect time to do it. It's kind of, we all have our off days. And so I'm like, well, I guess I'll just come on and talk about mine. What's more real than that, right? So someone in my life that I'm pretty close to, they messed up. They messed up pretty big here in the recent history. And today was kind of a point where it came to light that they're not taking responsibility. And I know that throughout all of my training, taking 100% responsibility is key. And they're playing the victim role a little bit more and just, not doing what I think they should be doing. And I'm getting a little bit triggered and I'm feeling a way that I don't feel very often. And I'm not liking it at all. And in retrospect, why I wanted to talk about this today is truly it sneaks up on you because I'm in this material, I'm in this arena of self-help, of the books, of the training, of the coaches, of the mentors, for hours a day. I love this. This is my passion. And yet my blind spots can just come out and smack me in the side of the head like it did today. And it took me, and I had to take a moment and actually even talk through it with someone and just be like, and of course, once we start talking, I'm a little bit, as you might know, as I talk through things out loud, stuff becomes more clear as it did today. And it very quickly became very apparent that I, as well as Bob Proctor, he said he fought this and just dealt with this. And every day till the day he left this earth, it truly will be something that you have the awareness of and you have to tap into it. So yeah, what I sat back and thought about is, okay, so it's not going the way I would like it to go. It's not how I would have done it. It's triggering me a little bit. And yet looking at the person based upon how they were raised, the situation they're in, and what they're dealing with, because again, we're all battling our own battles. I have to believe with all my heart that they're doing the best they can with the tools, the resources, the information, the guidance, and where they're at in life right now. And I have to detach and let go and not try to fix it or not try to be combative and go, head to head and just have an argument or have it out or whatever you'd want to be, when I know that a simple taking responsibility, making a simple phone call, or owning up the way that I thought it should have been could have solved it all. And yet I can't expect someone that's not equipped to do that or to even have the mental capacity or understanding or awareness or tools or resources to do it. And I think that's just such a good thing to even just bring to light here. So I know someone out here needs to hear this, and this is why I want to share it. Think in your life right now, what situation or what's that relationship or what's that, thing that's just needling at you and it's just poking you or it's frustrating you or triggering you, or it just isn't sitting quite right. And Has it been a day or half a day or a week or a month or years where maybe this has just been going on and on and on, and it's just that weight on your shoulders or that thing that happens in the pit of your stomach when it comes to, comes up or comes to light? What can you do to take responsibility? Like 100% responsibility for your part in it. Maybe it's forgiveness. Maybe it's finding the gratitude or the appreciation of the person or of the situation. Maybe it's you make the phone call. Maybe you be the one that draws the line in a good way, or I guess better yet, erases a bad line that's been drawn. We always talk about, we don't know how long we have on this earth, or, our days could be numbered, who knows? And, the saying, life's short, so have fun, or life's short, make the most of it. You could go on and on with all the life's short, but really, really sit and think, what is that relationship or that situation or that line that's been drawn, that hard line that's just been drawn and you've walked away. Now, if you've walked away and you've needed to because you need to protect yourself, that's a different situation. I'm talking about the one that's just kind of festering, that you have some ownership. Maybe you're not taking the 100% ownership, or things could be different, or you would like things to be different. I'm not saying go from 0 to 100 and fix it all, but I would encourage you just to think about it a little bit. Think about maybe going from 1, not to 100, but 1 to 4, or 1 to 2, or out of 100, 1 to 19, just taking a little steps or forward motion towards resolution, whatever that looks like. And I'm going to tell you right now, owning your part 100%, that's all you can do. And finding stuff to be grateful for within the person, the situation, the circumstance, finding what you do appreciate will raise your vibration to a point where you can only do what you can do. You can only control what you say, what you do, how you respond versus react. That's a big one. I almost reacted today, but I'm like, nope, you know what? No, I have the tools. I have the resources. I coach on this all day, every day. So it was interesting to be tested by someone so close to me. And I just wanted to kind of come on and share my experience, because it happens to everyone all the time. And truly, at the end of the day, looking at the situation, I do know that they were doing the best they could do. And that's really all I can ask of them. And I can send them love and gratitude and appreciation. And also maybe start dropping the truth bombs here and there throughout our relationship moving forward. Or maybe start dropping the lessons. Or maybe start just, the subtleness of how I can show up to help in a different way. And I think another thing that's really important is to truly sit back and detach from whatever's happening in the moment or that has happened, and almost like elevate above yourself or above the situation and look down, not down like in the sense of look down on someone, but look down upon the situation to get a better holistic big view of everything that's going on, and truly think about the perspective of the other person. Think about how that person or the circumstance or whatever it is. I'm just going to focus on what my situation. So I'm going to talk about the person, what perspective they have, what they're thinking, how they saw the situation differently, what they heard. The English language, words are assigned meanings, and yet not everyone has the same meaning for every word that we use. So even in having conversations, they could interpret what was said or what was done, which I found out, a little bit digging in more, much differently than the intention with what it was said to be. So the perspective that we have is so different than the person's next to us or sitting across from us, or that, you may be having a little bit of a disagreement with. They think they're right. 100%. You think you're right 100%. And in each of your minds, you're both right 100%. So, perspective, because of how they grew up, of how I grew up, of what information I know to be true, of what I was told by teachers, by parents, by coaches, by friends. What shaped me is so different than that person, and what shaped them and how they deal with triggering words or actions or situations. I mean, we are all wired so differently, and yet the human body is so much the same. So, with that said, I also came across something. I don't know if I've said this yet, but I heard an affirmation that I wanted to pass along. If you're looking for a new one, or if you don't have one that you say currently, I thought it was pretty good, so I wrote it down to share. I heard it on another video that I was listening to, our podcast. And what the gentleman said is, he said, "I am enough. I am always enough. And I have always been enough." So with that, have a great rest of your day, and thank you so much for joining me today. Thanks for spending some time with me today. And if you like what you heard, feel free to share, like, subscribe, follow, do whatever it is you do. I'd love to get this out to as many people as possible, because it truly all does start with awareness. Once you know, you cannot unknow, and it changes everything. And of course, if I can help in any way, I'm here and happy to do so. Until next time, make it a good one.